Today, I have 4 pretty good reasons why I feel it's important that you update your information on your credit report with stuff like your current address, your possible place of employment, as well as a good phone number to get in contact with you. So stay tuned. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. Now, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to management, and I've owned 2 debt collection agencies. For the past 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions regarding debt and credit, and now I want to be that person for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments section. I promise I'll answer those questions. Let's go. So be sure to like and subscribe, share these videos with your friends and family. It'll help this YouTube channel. So thank you for those of you who have done that, and for those of you who haven't, take the time to do that. Pay to delete letter as well as a goodwill letter. If you want a free copy, a template of that, I'll put it down in the descriptions. Email me at askadebtcollector@barrettrecovery.com. I'll send it to you for free. Okay, just pick goodwill letter or pay to delete letter, and I'll give you that template for free. Okay. So let's get into the 4 reasons why I believe you should always update your information with the credit bureaus. Number 1, it makes it very easy to dispute inaccurate information. One of the things that I do with clients when I get them with regards to cleaning up their credit, one of the first things that I do is I update that information. A lot of times people will have 4, 5, 6 different addresses, sometimes in different states or whatever the circumstance is. When disputing accounts that are fraudulently done, if it shows that you lived in that state at one point or another, or in that area, or if that was the address that was used to apply for that account, then typically you'll get verification sent back to you saying verified. And basically that's just saying that, hey, it's your social, it is where you live at, and they had some correct information on you. So by updating that information and making sure that it's correct, it makes it a lot easier to start disputing inaccuracies on your credit report, okay? So always remember that. Number 2, it gives you time to dispute items before it actually hits your credit report. Now, contrary to popular belief, debt collection agencies are supposed to send what is called a demand letter out to you. So if I got a new client and they ask me as a debt collector or a debt owner, if they ask me, hey, I have these, 100 accounts where people didn't pay, whatever they didn't pay, can you collect these for me? Or if I purchase the accounts, whether I bought them from the original creditor or I purchased them from a third party, a person who actually owned the accounts or whatever the circumstance may be, we as a debt collection agency have to send out to you a demand letter. Basically in that demand letter, it basically has our cover head, it has the amount that is owed, your original account number, and then in there, there's some verbiage, either at the bottom or at the beginning, or look inside of that letter. There's something that states that you basically have 30 days to dispute the validity of this debt. And after that 30 days to 45 days, if we don't hear anything from you in writing or a call disputing this, the debt is considered valid. And then at that point in time, we can place it on your credit report or whatever the circumstance may be with regards to the account. So if your information is not correct, you don't get that demand letter. And a lot of times that stuff goes on you guys' credit report and it could be inaccurate. And once it gets on your credit report, there's a whole nother thing that you have to do. But by having a correct address, once you got that letter, you could dispute it right then and there. And then that buys you the time with regards to it being placed on your credit right off the bat, right? So that's the number 2 reason that I would suggest that you do that. Number 3, it keeps you informed on what is happening with your credit, right? So if you updated through the 3 major credit bureaus, your correct information got rid of all the old stuff. And then all of a sudden, every 30 days, I recommend that you have some type of credit monitor, whether it's free or whether you have to pay a premium for it. Understand when it's free, There's only so much information you can get with a premium. That obviously you could get more information with regards to what's happening on your credit report on a monthly basis. And then typically they have like a middle ground, which is, not too expensive and not free, that'll help you out. But nevertheless, every 30 days, if someone applied for something in your name and you had no idea about it. Now, if you have the credit monitoring on, then as soon as someone tries to apply for something, you'll be notified and you can say, hey, no, that wasn't me, and shut it down. But if you have the free credit monitoring, through Credit Karma or whatnot, at least after that 30 days, Credit Karma will send you something saying, hey, there's a new account that was opened up in your name. Is this yours? And you can dispute and handle that way. But if you're not updating your information and following your credit report, if something was added on there, you would never know, right? Number 4, it helps stop fraud on your account, right? Similar to step 3, if something happens with regards to your account, you see something on there that's not supposed to be there, or inaccuracy or something along those lines, if you're updating your credit report, a lot of times, if you just updated your address and it was, 125 Smith Lane, and then someone applies for credit and they're applying for it in a different state, there's a flag that may come up on the account, which will make it hard to obviously apply for that credit in your name, not having your current address. So those are the 4 reasons why I would recommend updating your information. Let's be honest. There was a time that I ran and I hid from creditors in general because I owed. And when your credit's not good, you don't care about credit monitoring because you don't want to remind yourself that, your credit is bad. But the first step into getting into a place to where your credit can be better is, obviously pulling a copy of your credit report, seeing what damage is done, and then coming with a plan to fix it up. So I always recommend update your information with your creditors that you currently have right now. You want them to have updated information because things can change. You want them to have that, as well as your credit report. You want it to be accurate, as most accurate as possible, because if anything happens, you can get a letter sent to you and you can see what's going on, or you can get a phone call immediately and you'll know exactly what's going on with your credit versus just not knowing at all. Now, if you have any questions about debt or credit, put them down in the comments section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you be great.